Okay, the Detroit Pistons offseason is officially underway, and it's a huge offseason. I think we're still right there, right? And I know that the fans are growing weary, but the Pistons are doing all the right things. We just need one more offseason. I know we keep saying that. Before I start, tell me in the comments your favorite 90s Detroit Pistons basketball player. Like, aside from the obvious Grant Hill, Isaiah, Joe Dumars, like, hit me with somebody that you loved from the 90s. There's nothing better than 90s Detroit Pistons basketball. I mean, obviously you had the '04 run and all that, but hit me with that. Okay, the Detroit Pistons making a genius move to start the offseason, and here is what I absolutely love. So first things first, Troy Weaver was asked, what are you looking for in the next head coach? It's simple, it's concise, it's right to the point. Discipline, absolutely. We're not good enough to make mistakes. Yet we need to be disciplined. We need development. Absolutely. We've got lot of young players that are right there that can do it, and defense. I mean, so that's a lot, though. I get it. It's a lot, but I love the vision. It's simple. It's concise. It's exactly what we need. Let's go get it. So here's what I love. The Pistons are interviewing different types of guys for the next interview. So I've got who they've requested and received permission to interview, and those interviews are starting anytime now. Rex Calamian is 55 years old. He's on the current bench right now. So I like this for the current blend of it's a guy that's been under Casey. So I don't think he's ultimately going to get the job, but he's been around forever. He's been at 8 other NBA franchises. He's been on the Pistons bench behind Casey for the last 2 seasons. So the fact is, Casey recommended him, thinks, hey, this guy can resonate with the guys coming up. So you get that flair of, and this is the genius part, you get the current coach, current vibe guy, going to give him a shot. Jerron Collins, love him, played 10 seasons in the NBA, won 3 championships as an assistant with Golden State. Now, we always think of Golden State, high-flying Steph Curry, threes, love it. But they could really play defense when they were humming, when they were really playing their best and winning NBA championships, the 3 NBA championships, their defense was really good and efficient. So, yes, you bring in, hey, you're going to be able to run the offense, score points. No, we don't have Steph Curry, but we're able to do things. And, oh, by the way, we can play defense. I love that. Brian Keefe. Here's a guy that so you've got kind of just, hey, let's go with the pedigree, right? You were with Golden State. Let's just get right to it. That's the Jerron Collins one. Brian Keefe. I like this because Kevin Durant said he taught me everything I know, which is really awesome. So you've got just a former player, he's well respected, or excuse me, a current great in Kevin Durant saying, Brian Keefe taught me everything I know, love it. You've got a player's coach in Brian Keefe. I don't know a lot about him, but I like this one as well. Next one, Chris Quinn. Anybody under Eric Spoelstra is just going to be good. Just bottom line. Since 2014, so basically 10 years, Chris Quinn has been on the bench with Eric Spoelstra. Discipline, defense, development, it's all right there. Charles Lee Jr. of the Milwaukee Bucks. Like him, he's been 9 seasons. Well, here's what I like about Charles Lee. He's 38, a little bit younger, but he's got a ton of coaching experience. You don't want somebody that's 80 years old with a lot of experience. That's not what you want. And you also don't want somebody that's young and doesn't have a lot of experience. So can you be young, but also Charles Lee Jr. has got a ton of experience, 5 seasons with the Bucks, winning an NBA championship. So I like him just because he's a little bit younger. Same with Chris Quinn. Chris Quinn's younger as well. So you've got a mix of young, old, currently on the bench, new blood, development behind Eric Spoelstra. Then Kevin Ollie. I did a video on this. I really like Kevin Ollie. He's a guy that's developed at the college level, won right away, but then was been at overtime elite. So he's kind of in the new age of basketball, new age of the one and done's not new, but you know what I mean? Like the new age of just basketball players. He's been around it. He's 50 years old, didn't realize that. But my point with him is it's a new flair. So I love what the Pistons are doing by getting a mix of coaches that we're not just going after an assistant coaches, or bench coaches or former NBA coaches. It's a whole mix all over the place. We need that. Switch it up. Casey, fine. You're an okay coach, but just a veteran old coach. It's time for something different, something new. Shake it up. Go for something. Go for something different, please. We can't do things the same way that we've been doing it. Give me some guy with some energy, with something there, right? And this is not a scientific video by any means. It's just, what I'm saying. We need a flair guy. We need something different. Get these guys energized. We have good players, but we have to do the discipline, development, and defense. Discipline, development, and defense. So let me know your thoughts in the comments. Again, give me your favorite 90s Detroit Piston, and we'll see all of you on the next one.